Hello everyone, this is Pofnar and this is my first recording of the season. It has been a long time, hasn't it? I mean, my last video, that was the pre-season frag movie, so it's been now it's been 4 games since then. This is the 3rd game of Upward. Why haven't I done recordings, you ask? Well, I know Tryhard's been getting very upset about it, but yeah, basically, since New Year, I've had flu, stomach problems, cold, all just in a row, so I've been really ill, and I just hadn't had sort of the willpower to do it because I've been ill, but now I've got the willpower, and you are seeing our Upward official match. I'm not going to ruin the score for you. If you want to ruin it yourself, you can go onto the UGC website and find it out, but this was a very good game, and I believe you can learn something from it. That is another reason why I'm not going to do Lakeside, because on Lakeside I personally don't think you're going to learn anything from it at all. And Gravel Pit, we got a default win. So anyway, we're going to watch their demo man out the gate, actually. Whether it's a he or she, I do not know. But they've done some very interesting things at start. So they got a sticky jumper, and they're going in right. And I think they were trying to caber me there. I'm not really sure what was going on with Techno Century. Interesting, but doesn't really work. So anyway, let's go back to my cam. Everyone likes my cam. Yeah, strange items. But anyway, yeah. Watch from my cam. So why am I standing here? One, it's safe from bombers, as you saw. It was very hard to strafe around that corner. Here they Uber, so I counter with Charmander in his half view model. Always the best. I didn't flash here either, because I knew that we'd have a longer Uber, and I didn't really want to flash Tryhard anyway. I mean, no offense to Tryhard, but he didn't need it there. And I can simply buff him up afterwards. So yeah, sorry about this recording. This is pretty hectic at the moment. And as you can see in the bottom left, one of their players saying item server down. We did have problems with the item server, but it did, for most people, it sorted itself out pretty quickly, so that is why we didn't use their server. Let's go to someone. Let's go watch some Sode. How he's still hiding there, I have no idea, but it's working. Very nice little game. I don't know why that wasn't a backstab, but got to support other medics and say he did well. Not joking, I wanted that other medics die, it's not my team. So let's watch someone else. I know this is mainly about me, but in the first area of Upwards, no one cares, do they? Let's watch a bit of the Pete cam. The mighty Pete. There, I believe I just got Uber again. Yep. Got to hear the calls. So why didn't I pop when I got hit then? Well, I knew there was no more spam coming, that's the main reason. I knew there was only a one. If there was another one, I probably could have survived it. There was like 95% chance I would have survived it or whatever. So I didn't hesitate to pop there. Now I can counter pop. And what I'm doing here is actually standing in the way of their heavy, which is a very clever thing to do, actually. Someone done it to me a long time ago, and it works, because you block all their bullets, as well as their movement. So they're not actually doing any damage, so it's wasted. Uber, that's the word. Anyway, I'm running back to spawn here. As you can see, I'm holding tab now, hopefully it's recording. Most people are still up, but I didn't want to go back up there, because I didn't feel safe. As discussed in previous videos, you always need to feel safe. So here I walk up with Soda, I believe. Or, no, I'm waiting for someone else. No. Yep, Soda bans me, never mind. So I'll walk up with Elixion instead. I always want to walk up with someone, just in case. And as you can see, Triad came back. Buff Tesla up as he walks. It's been a long time, I can't even speak properly. Buff Tesla as he's walking back. As you can see, Charmander's view model's broken, so hopefully you can see him alright. His hat is floating. It's not too hard to see. Especially because I'll be healing him most of the time and he gets like the little glow around him. But anyway, I am planning to upload this video because I believe you could learn something, as discussed earlier. But there'll also be another video, which when I was sort of trying to learn to be a medic, I never actually saw one on YouTube. There might be one out there, but I never found one. And that was a medic's weapons tip. So, you know, how does the primary weapon fare? How does the secondary weapon, the mediguns, fare? How does your melee weapons fare? So I will be doing one of them, which should be coming up around the same time as these videos. I might release it in the middle. So that should be good for, you know, new and old medics, because I still sort of struggle thinking sometimes, so hopefully if you all sort of put stuff in the comment as well, that will help me out. But anyway, that's for a different video. And at the moment, as you can see, holding second. Got a good time on first, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, 2:26. That is a good time to hold first on. Upward, it's inevitable they're going to catch first point, unless there's just sort of massive golfing class between the two teams. It is inevitable that the other team will capture the first point. Here we try and jump down and try and block the Uber and Sentry, hold it off for a while, then Demo Man comes down. But anyways, inevitable they will cap the first point. So you just got to delay them for as long as possible, and 2 minutes 26 is a very, very good delay. Here I see a sniper dot, so I'm not going to walk out. You've got to watch for sniper dots. If you see a sniper dot, don't run out. You know they're going to wait for you. Like here, could have headshot Pete, doesn't. Yeah, instead he goes for Charmander, but if I would have followed, he waits, you see he waited. He didn't actually, and as you can see the sniper dot again, he didn't shoot Tryhard. They actually did, I lie. But he could have sort of waited, not shot Tryhard, and left and just sort of waited for me because he saw the medi beam. So that's why you should never go out if you see a sniper dot. Here, just get out. They've captured the point. We're not really getting spawns. I know a few people spawned, but it's not worth it. Just get out. I mean, me and Charmander could have stayed there, maybe delayed them for, you know, 10, 20, 30 seconds maybe, but what's the point? We could delay them for 30 seconds back with team support, and that 30-second delay could turn into a 50-second delay, or a 60-second, or a minute. So you've got to be smart, like, where you're holding. Not just as a medic, which is very important, but also as a team. There, I knew I could go out wide. When I say nice fish kill by Elixir in there. Go out wide, I meant over to the bridge because I knew Rocktar was watching their sniper. I know I'm going a bit quick, guys, but there's quite a lot to fit in this match. Anyway, let's watch a bit of someone else's cam. Let's watch Pete cam. Let's not. Here, you know, trying to stay safe, trying to buff people up, keep heals, keep safe. That's all you got to do as medic. Give heals, keep safe. Give heals, keep safe. In lower level matches, and by lower level I mean iron, maybe steel, maybe possibly silver. You know, it just sort of depends on the other team, but the medic is one of the most important people on the team, debatably if not the most important, because, you know, he heals people, he keeps people alive, and in the lower yeah, first death, nice little fall down the 2 holes. Chids was actually watching the STV in this match and started laughing, so thank you. But yeah, out of all the places I could go, I got caught within the 2 holes and couldn't get out. Oh well, it was the first death this round. Not bad at all. You know, as I was just saying, you've got to stay alive as medic, because 2 evenly matched teams, especially in the lower levels, you'll have very evenly matched teams. And it's more down to, well, sometimes you can have differences, but in the lower levels it's more down to who can stay alive the most, because obviously the lower down you are, it's sort of expected your positioning is not as good the higher as those that are higher up. So if an iron team plays a platinum team and they're the same DM level, they'll probably not the same actual skill level, because map knowledge and positioning is a big part of it. So it's all about sort of keeping your team alive, which is why medics are so important. The higher up you go, so let's say gold and platinum, we'll start with those. The medic is still important, yes, because he keeps players alive, and you've got to keep players alive to give out the DM, but they're probably maybe not as important as the other players, such as the heavy and demo and NG on the team, because you know, they're not doing the damage, if that makes sense. You know, if you have an enemy demo who's doing 20k damage to you a match, you know, you get rid of the demo. Don't worry about the medic. The medic's, yes, he's going to keep people alive, but if you can keep the demo down and he only does 8k damage, that's 12,000 damage less you have to deal with. So it's always worth thinking like that. Higher, you know, yes, it is good to keep your medic alive, but if your other class is, so for example, let's say Charmander. Charmander does 20k damage in the match. We'll use the same example, keep it easy. And I'm keeping people alive, and they're focusing me so much they forget about Charmander. Charmander might be able to push that 20k damage up to 25k, and that's 5k. That's a lot more damage. So you've got to think, the higher up, sort of, at times it's best to focus the medic, obviously, but it might be better in certain situations to focus the heavy, or demo, or soldier maybe. You know, it's all about who to focus. But you know, most people focus the medic at lower levels because, as I said, at lower levels, DM isn't so huge that the medic can't heal it all up. I know that might be a bit confusing, but hopefully it relates to something. Anyway, let's go back. Let's watch a bit of Rockstar. Nah, actually, yeah, I like rocking Rockstar. He's so good. Here, I managed to bail out, and I pop on Tryhard. A bit of a force pop. And there, that was a double reflex. You got to saw it from the soldier's cam, but that was a double reflex kill by Tryhard. But we've given them upstairs now. I've had to come down because Charmander died, as you saw sort of from Rockstar's cam. You saw So I came down, and but we're going to try and hold over here and then retake it, because you've always got to try and retake that upper area. So here they're sneaking it in. So it's more, you know, take our time. There's a long way to go for times 1. If it was times 3, it might have panicked a bit more. But times 1 on the cart, not a lot to worry about, to be honest. Quite a long way to go. That last little nib, it's awful to get up. So it's more, let's spam people down. There I was going to heal Pete. Go over and heal him. Saw the heavy. Thought, I don't want to do that. So I tried to crossbow him. And at the moment it's me just waiting for something. Here I buff Rob because I know he can jump. He doesn't choose to at the moment. He just takes up a tactically advantageous position. So we're all trying to take a tactically advantageous position here. Well, sort of, yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. Here, me and Charmander save the cart. And now we have Uber again, so we're going to get back upstairs. We know whoever's down there can watch the cart for that little time. And we're going to retake upstairs to make it even harder for them to get onto the cart. This upstairs room is a pain to take. It's also sort of a pain to get on the cart if you don't hold this upstairs room, because on both sides of the cart they'll have the defenders. Will have defenders, you know, who are able to jump on it really quickly. So it's a very interesting area in that regard. Take a bit of a drink there. Here I pop Uber because I think that was the spy behind us. But anyway, here I don't follow that. The demo should have waited a bit, but I followed them down just to give them a bit of Uber. But I said I'm not following you down because those demo traps will get me. But their demo detonated them anyway, so it didn't really affect us. So it's just back to Route 1. It's just defend Route 1. By Route 1 I mean sort of Plan 1. Here their pyro tries to get me, and I managed to... I knew he was behind me, and I managed to sort of bunny hop out of there, and then serve a nice sticky away, and sneak back into spawn. So that was a very nice play by me. Here I knew they were coming in, so I thought I'd better get back out really quick and heal people up. I didn't want to wait in spawn when people are going to be like possibly bombing the cart, but then I go back and get health. I knew I'd be safe in that little thing. I didn't know it. I'm like 90% sure, because I'll be focusing on other things. There I jumped back into spawn because I saw a sticky, and I saw their spy go behind, so I was sort of a bit hesitant here. Call it out to try hard. He can go find him. So I did a nice escape and surf there, and as you can see, I'm still alive. I think I've only died once so far. Here I knew this sniper was watching me, but I had to make the dash. I think he went down. No, he didn't go down. But I sort of made the dash to try and defend the car, because obviously it's all about time. So I'm just staying out here now. It's not whether I can survive, it's more whether we can hold on for an extra 5 seconds. Here I just force pop. Because, you know, they're all coming into the car. I saw their pyro come in. It's not worth risking it. You know, if I would have survived, yes, but... you know, it might have taken up a bit more time to kill the pyro, where if you're Ubered you could bypass him if necessary. There I die again. They had a nice call up to their heavy, I'm assuming. So take down the teleporter. Got to keep them teleporters down. Their pyro didn't set him on fire then. Not really sure how, to be honest. Great disguise there. Let's watch a bit of Rob. Nice jump behind him. Get someone off the cart. And that's unlucky. Scout managed to jump back on. But 12:19, that is a pretty decent time. They run quick fix. Yep, they're running quick fix. As I was saying, they had a bit of problem with loadout, so he is on quick fix. He must have told them all to stay, and their NG's on gunslinger. And I believe we pause. I think we paused them anyway. But anyway, we paused them because that'd be nice. Here, no one was actually pausing, and I was saying, please, someone just pause. They can actually pause the game. I don't know why they didn't. So I do it in the end. I don't know why anyone on the team didn't do it, but still, or their team can even do it. Weird. Oh well, it gives us a little time to reflect. I'm not sure how long this goes on, so we'll just cycle through the players. Nice. Very nice. So, anyway, let's go back to me. What went well for me on that last area? Well, let's look at someone else while we're talking about this. What went... We'll watch the NG rollout. But what went well for me on that last area? As you can see, their pyro came up to me. I didn't look at him, because I know if I walk backwards, he could WM1, and he would be walking faster than me. So what I did, as you saw, was like bunny hop my way out, just look the other way and run. If I looked at him, I knew he was there. I could tell he was there. I could hear him. I could, you know, it's the only way he could have come up. You can hear the attack going. It's that sort of thing. You know where, you roughly know exactly where people are. So just look the other way and run. That is the best advice I could give to anyone. Because obviously I'm not going to do enough damage as he could. I was on fire. He had a fire axe, or she had a fire axe. You know, flamethrower. I'm not going to be able to do that much damage with a Crusader's crossbow and an Ubersaw. In a in a pub, I might get lucky and get a random crit, but in a competitive match, it's not going to work. So just look the other way and run, and it's a lot better for you to get out. Again, I surfed the sticky as well. I saw something there, so I just jumped and prayed. You know, I would have made it to the other side. Luckily, I did. So nice surf, and I went out and I started healing people again. As discussed, you know, it's better to heal people at that stage than get health. In another situation, it might have been better to get health. Both decisions would have been valid. Anyway, going back to the game. Good timing. I think one of their players dropped. He's back now, whoever it was. Let's see if their medic got a nice new Ubercharge. No, he hasn't got an Ubercharge. So at the start of the game, he's not going to even have... Wow, he's not even... They're trying to build in setup time, which doesn't work. I don't know why they're doing this. In setup time, you always build as fast as you can anyway. It's clever, but you shouldn't do it in setup time because you can already build as fast as you can. They stopped doing it here, which was probably a smart idea to stop doing it, but they shouldn't have really been doing it anyway. Oh well. So they're on 60%. Yeah, sorry, I'm still confused about why they're trying to build. But anyway, they should know that. Let's watch my cam. I still haven't come out of spawn. The reason I haven't come out of spawn, one, there's snipers up. I don't like coming out of spawn when there's snipers up because they're all, you know, I had a call where he was, so I knew I could peek, but it's such a long sight line, snipers can do really, really well. But anyway, I'm coming out now because their sniper's gone away. Or dead, who knows. So here, Pete starts going in. So, we Uber. They've counter-Ubered. Not really a problem. No, we'll just get rid of them the old-fashioned way and mow them off the point here. I try and save Charman, it doesn't work. Praying I didn't get sniped on the way out. Luckily I didn't. I know there's snipers on the cliff. Or he was on the cliff, he might not be anymore. So, we've taken over first point. Spy comes in. I think I get a call. Yeah. And then I call out he's coming into tunnel. There I turn around quickly, because in case Tryhard air blast, he landed too close to me. But, you know, he didn't in the end, so it was alright. So here we're trying to retake hill. Oh yeah, another thing to know, quite funny actually. Greybarm found their heavy as their leader. And Greybarm found his mentor's YouTube video, and it was explaining to him his upward strategies. Which is quite good, so we knew their strategies before we even came into the match. And I knew, for example, they were going to be in the room on the left, so I was calling out to people as soon as we took first, right, they're going to be in the house on the left. They would have got out, they would be in the house. So, yeah, if your mentor is doing a video with you and you start asking them about strategy, beware, it is in YouTube public domain, everyone's going to find it. So be aware when uploading YouTube videos. Luckily this is after the upwards match. We might play it in the playoffs, but I haven't mentioned these strategies just yet. I mean, there was one on last, but everyone knows the last strategy. So, yeah, watch out for that. So we've capped the cart in 2 minutes on second point, just over 2 minutes, because I believe it was 12 minutes. So that's a very good time. We now have 10 minutes to catch last point. But anyway, this should be going okay, and I'll be right back. Sorry about that, my doorbell went, but I thought I'd be a bit clever and leave the video on my cam. and see how it went. I haven't actually seen any. Well, I can't remember any of it, so hopefully it was entertaining and I wasn't a complete and utter abomination of a medic. But anyway, so as you can see, we are now pushing the cart. Oh, we capped in. Wow, that was a good time. 1 minute 20 on the third point, and over it even. We're up to the top of the hill. That is a very good push. So 8.5 minutes to cap last. Yeah, that's good. Here, spy. So he tries to sidestab me. I tried to go for it, missed as I was walking out, obviously. I'm not going to stay and fight a spy. If you remember my Barn Blitz video from last year, I believe. You know, not very wise to fight a spy. If you've missed that video, it was basically just explaining how easy it is for a spy to sort of sidestab you. But anyway, here we have Uber. We're deciding what to do. So Pete has quite a clever idea. We're going to go underneath, wrap all the way around the edge so they hopefully don't see us, because their sentry's at the top bit, and then we're going to Uber into their sentry at the back. Charmander is with us, sentry goes down, so now we have a load, we're literally behind them now. They've Ubered, I get air blasted into the pit, but we, how do we get off cam? How do we get, there we go. So, they Ubered into us, but we managed to get all the way around behind them, get a sentry. So now, you know, most of us are down, but they're having to rebuild that. They're going to be a bit more wary now, they might send someone underneath, which will give us an advantage if we push from the main or up top, because they have one less player to watch. As you can see, their pyro is just down there. So anyway, we're spamming in. Elixion is the most amazing person at pushing the cart. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. You just suddenly start pushing the cart. We've done scrims before where he's pushed the cart in, and I'm still calling commands to take up upper. It's just amazing how he does it. I don't know how. So anyway, we're taking. Let's stay on this camp for a while. It's quite entertaining. It gives me something to do. Lol. I mean, apart from obviously speaking to you lovely chappies and chapettes and girlies and whatever you want to call yourselves. So as you can see, we've taken up the upper area again. I'm buffing people up because I knew their sniper was watching, and I backed out and said just get rid of the sniper. Here, their scout has a bit of trouble killing me. I believe this was a new. No, this is still the same round. I think next round they changed their scout. I'll try and remember and point it out. But anyway, we're doing some nice pushes. They've got their level 3 up, wrangling it, of course. What's my Uber percentage? I believe. Oh, it was full. That's clever. I don't think their medic had Uber, but that's why we pushed in. Oh, we did have Uber. He was in spawn. I don't know why he was in spawn. Maybe he's getting health. Missing some key action here. So, and as you can see, winning capture Elixion and Rokta. So as you can see, we Ubered into them, distracted them completely, and managed to push the cart. So that was a very good round there, and I'll load up the second half, and I'll be back to you guys in a second. Thank you for watching, guys.